I have never been a makeup girl. For as long as I can remember, I've been a tomboy. I was never the girl that got into the beauty products, got into the hair products, got into any of that. I always tried to keep it very basic and very minimal. I saw makeup as a necessary evil. From the age of 15 though, I've been buying makeup. I've done subscription services where you have to pay a certain amount each month to keep getting makeup. I've bought powders, I've bought liquid foundations, I've purchased cream makeups, I've purchased a lot of things, but each one of those purchases never really made me feel more confident in makeup. I felt more convinced that I didn't like makeup. I've never been the person that liked foundation on my face, heavy things. I got into CC creams for a little while, and even those felt a little bit just constricting, and I don't know, I just never really jived really well with me. About 3 years ago, right after I'd had my baby boy, I had run out of the makeup I had, and I was looking for something different. I was looking for something better, something simpler. I got in this notion in my mind that I needed to start taking better care of my outward appearance. So, how I dressed, how I carried myself, how I looked, how I did my hair, I felt like it would help bring my confidence up, and it just seemed like it was an important thing to do. So I began researching, I began watching YouTube videos of makeup tutorials and trying to figure out how to do my makeup just in a simple, basic way. I've always been a makeup minimalist, like I said. And I'd watch these girls and they'd spend so much time doing their makeup and it looked beautiful, but the steps that it took and the amount of makeup that it took, I just knew it wasn't me. I was like, I couldn't do it. I tried, it just didn't work, it just didn't feel right. A couple months after that, I ran across, I purchased a bunch of products that some of these YouTube tutorial girls had tried, and I'm like, I'll just try to do it my way, and none of it worked out. And then I came across this video of this woman that did her makeup in just a few minutes, her face makeup in just a few minutes, and there were a few steps, and it was so simple, and it looked so good. It looked just as good as all those other videos I had watched, and I was like, what is this? And then she showed her compact and the makeup that what she was working out of, and it was one compact. All of the things that she put on her face came out of one compact. I was like, does everybody else know about this? Like, am I just so far removed from the beauty industry that I just am the last person to find out about this? So immediately I went to her website, I picked out my own colors. Apparently there was a color match. I didn't actually figure that out until later. And so I picked my own colors, which I was off by like 3 shades, by the way, but I didn't know for a year and a half. And I loved the makeup. I loved it. The handful of people that I shared it with were people that I was close to, that I felt like I could, but I never felt like I had a handle on makeup or on beauty that I could actually share it and give my opinion. So it wasn't something I was outwardly sharing. But after about a year of using it, I had a blog. I'd been writing in a blog for about a year as well, and I just decided, I'm just gonna share the makeup. I haven't seen it around. Nobody knows about this makeup. It must be fairly new. I didn't know anything about the company. I didn't know anything about their artist program. And so I reached out to the woman that I found the makeup from, and I asked if she did like an affiliate program, if I could promote the product and just get a kickback, and she's like, well, we do, but you have to become an artist, and I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm not a makeup artist. So I was like, okay, thanks, no thanks, So I just promoted it, put her link up. Well, about 4 months after that, my sister calls me up and says, hey, guess what? And I'm like, what? She's like, I've been using that makeup that you've liked forever, and I like it, and I'm going to sell it. And I was like, oh my gosh, that's awesome. And she told me all the details, and she decided she was going to become an artist. This is the first time I had heard about how the product was sold, other than from the woman that I got a hold of to be an affiliate with. But anyway, so she's like, I'm gonna sell. I'm like, oh, you're perfect, because my sister loves makeup. She loves all the beauty things. She's good at it. And I was just like, you're perfect for it. About a month after that, she was telling me how she was talking to one of her friends to become an artist. And she's like, yeah, she's just thinking about just doing it for the discount. I'm like, oh, you can do that? And so I started looking into it for about a month or two, and I finally just was like, you know what? I love this makeup. I've never thought I would say that. I never thought I would ever in a million years be promoting makeup. But this makeup was different. It was simple. It came out of one compact. And it was so beautiful. And I felt like I'm the average woman. I am like below average when it comes to beauty. And if I can do this, I think that other people will want to do it too. And the best part about it is the first year that I used it, I didn't even use it the way that the makeup was created for. But it still, I felt like it was the most beautiful makeup I'd ever seen on my own face. And then when I began to watch other girls that wore it, I was convinced it was the best thing out there. And I still am. I still am convinced it's the best makeup that you can find in the industry. I think that traditional makeup's here, and 3D foundation and all of that Saint has to offer is right up here. And it is like leaps and bounds. So if you haven't seen any of my other videos and how you apply it, it's kind of like a paint by numbers kind of thing, but check it out. I don't know, I could spout so much about this makeup, but I wanted to keep this video kind of brief and just basically say, if you are a person that's looking for some amazing makeup, but you are a makeup minimalist, or even if you like to go all out with your makeup, check this out. It is seriously, as far as makeup goes, a face-changing experience. And there's something coming out too that is going to be even beyond what they already have created, and I can't wait to share that with you when it's available. But anyway, that is my spiel on how I am not a makeup person, and I never thought I would be, like I said, promoting makeup, and here I am. So